All right, hey guys, here we are, hole number 5. Tailwind here. Really makes things interesting. You know, one of the things that you can start to think about is you could start to go for the green a little bit with winds like that. It's not the easiest thing to pull off, but it is something that, can be done. Alternatively, what I'll typically do is I'll just lay up. With a wind like this, it's kind of hard to say, which is kind of the better option. What's nice is if you get over to this right-hand side here, you will give yourself a shorter distance, which does make things easier. So this is going to put you most times kind of in the long iron to minish range for a short iron. But another thing that you can try to do is potentially go berserker with low topspin and bounce it off this and go for the green with this wind. It's not something that I would typically recommend, but it is something it is doable. So what I'm going to do is maybe just lay up here, 5-ish rings here, just a little bit of curl here. Great ball might end up costing me. That's the only reason I don't like going this way. You got to be very careful. You can see I ended up sliding through the rough, but it actually did still come back into the fairway. So you got to be a lot more exacting with your play here. Now, as I mentioned, one of the biggest things that I don't like about going this way, well, first off, I like to go this bump. This bump with this wind angle means you're going to be pulling down into the water, making it very hard. Alternatively, going off this fairway, this is probably the way that I would go. But it's tough when you get these tailwind situations. It's tough to get that ball on line. So it would be the biggest complication for you would be to pull that off. So something that you got to be a little careful of. So there you can see it looks like he didn't quite use enough topspin. I wasn't paying attention to what he did spin-wise, but checked up just a bit too fast. Now, typically what I'd like to do is get up just a little bit closer to this bunker, get it towards min club a little bit more than this. So that's something that you'll want to work on. The more you get towards min, the easier this pitch becomes. So hopefully you're able to, get that dialed. But you'll see, right around 3 on the backspin. If I can get enough rings here, we should be good. I'm thinking at least 3, maybe 3.5. So let's see what this looks like. Perfect ball. And sure enough, there it is. So going over to that way and getting kind of down towards min club, especially if you can get a little bit more aggressive with and have control with your spin, getting it up towards that bunker, the more you get towards min, the easier that pitch is going to be, especially with a straighter wind. So hopefully you're able to get it. Another thing you might want to be thinking about is Hornet, because you have that greater accuracy. Maybe could even slide in a great ball from time to time. So that's what I'd recommend. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.